Ever noticed how forgetting where the car keys went or struggling to read that restaurant menu is becoming more common? What if there were four simple juices that could turn back the clock on brain fog and vision problems starting tonight? Welcome back to Health Bloom, folks. So glad everyone's tuning in today because what we're diving into is honestly a game changer for anyone over 60. Now, aging gracefully doesn't mean accepting memory lapses or blurry vision is inevitable. Nature's got some incredible solutions hiding in plain sight at the grocery store. Before we jump in, hitting that like button really helps other people discover this life-changing information. And subscribing, that ensures these health tips land right in the feed every single week. Let's get into these four powerhouse juices that science backs up for restoring cognitive function and vision.
Understanding what's really happening. Let's talk straight about what happens after hitting 60. The brain and eyes aren't getting worse because that's just how things work. They're actually starving for specific nutrients that modern diets often miss. Research shows fruit and vegetable juices contain concentrated polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect brain cells and support vision. Think about the daily routine for a moment. Most breakfast cereals, processed snacks, and convenience meals lack the deep nutrition aging bodies actually need. Meanwhile, oxidative stress, basically cellular rust, builds up in the brain and eyes daily. That's where these four specific juices come into play, delivering targeted nutrition in the most absorbable form possible. The beauty of juicing versus eating whole foods lies in bioavailability. When carrots get juiced, their cell walls break down, making nutrients like beta-carotene over twice as accessible for absorption compared to eating raw carrots. This means the body can actually use these nutrients quickly and efficiently.
Juice number 1, pomegranate juice for memory revival. Starting with the absolute king of cognitive enhancement, pomegranate juice. This deep ruby liquid isn't just delicious, it's literally like rocket fuel for brain cells. Studies with older adults showed that 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily improved verbal memory measures and changed brain activity during memory tasks after just 4 weeks. What makes pomegranate so special? Those jewel-like seeds contain polyphenols called punicalagins, which cross the blood-brain barrier and get to work immediately. They increase blood flow to brain regions responsible for memory formation, specifically the hippocampus. Think of it as opening up rusty pipes. Suddenly, oxygen and nutrients flow freely again. The research showed participants drinking pomegranate juice had significantly better performance recalling word lists and improved associative learning compared to those taking placebos. Real people, real results, not just laboratory theory. For folks dealing with that frustrating tip-of-the-tongue feeling or forgetting appointments, this could be transformative. The practical approach? Start with 8 ounces daily, preferably in the morning. Look for 100% pomegranate juice without added sugars. Some folks find it a bit tart, so mixing it with sparkling water or a splash of orange juice works perfectly. Within 2 to 3 weeks, many report noticing they're remembering names better and recalling conversations more clearly.
Juice number 2, blueberry power for processing speed. Moving to the second juice, wild blueberry concentrate. Now, blueberries have been called brain berries for good reason, but wild varieties pack even more punch than cultivated ones. Research at the University of Exeter found that older adults ages 65 to 77 drinking concentrated blueberry juice daily showed improvements in cognitive function, increased blood flow to the brain, and better brain activation during cognitive tests. Here's what's fascinating about blueberries. They contain anthocyanins, those deep purple pigments that literally color code brain protection. These compounds increase neuronal signaling in brain centers that mediate memory function and improve glucose disposal, helping the brain use energy more efficiently. For anyone dealing with prediabetes or metabolic issues, super common after 60, This becomes doubly important. Studies showed that 12 weeks of wild blueberry juice consumption led to improved paired learning and better word recall in older adults with early memory changes. What does that mean in real life? It's the difference between walking into a room and forgetting why versus maintaining that train of thought. It's following complex conversations without getting lost. The sweet spot seems to be about 1 to 1.5 cups of blueberry juice daily. Fresh is fantastic, but frozen wild blueberries blended into a morning smoothie works beautifully too. Many people notice sharper thinking and quicker mental reflexes within just a few weeks of consistent consumption.
Juice number 3, fresh carrot juice for vision support. Third on this list, and this might surprise some folks, fresh carrot juice specifically for vision. Everyone's heard eat carrots for good eyesight since childhood, but most don't realize just how powerful fresh carrot juice actually is. Carrots contain beta-carotene, which the body converts to vitamin A, essential for preventing night blindness and may help prevent cataracts and macular degeneration. Here's the kicker about beta-carotene and vitamin A. They protect the cornea surface and play a crucial role in night vision, while helping reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss as people age. For folks struggling to drive at night or having trouble reading small print, this could be life-changing. But carrots bring more than just beta-carotene to the party. They also contain lutein, an antioxidant that acts like internal sunglasses for the eyes. Lutein increases pigment density in the macula, that's the central part of the retina, responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Over time, this protective effect accumulates, helping preserve that crisp central vision. The recommendation? About 8 to 12 ounces of fresh carrot juice 3 to 4 times weekly. Adding a small amount of healthy fat, like a teaspoon of olive oil or a handful of nuts, helps absorption, since beta-carotene is fat-soluble. Some people enjoy mixing carrot with apple and ginger for variety. The results aren't instantaneous, but within 4 to 6 weeks, many notice improved night vision and less eye strain.
Juice number 4, beetroot juice for circulation and vision. The fourth powerhouse juice that often gets overlooked, beetroot juice. Now this one's doing double duty for both brain and eye health through a fascinating mechanism. Beetroot contains antioxidants, vitamin A, and nitrates that support eye health, and regular consumption can help prevent conditions like macular degeneration and retinitis pigmentosa. The magic ingredient here? Dietary nitrates that convert to nitric oxide in the body. Beet juice improves blood flow, opens up blood vessels, and helps with brain function by increasing oxygen delivery to neural tissue. Think of nitric oxide as a key that unlocks better circulation throughout the entire body, including those tiny blood vessels feeding the retina and brain. Beets contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that play important roles in eye health and help maintain vision while also supporting macular and retinal health. These compounds work synergistically with the circulation-boosting effects, creating a powerful 1-2 punch for aging eyes. For brain health specifically, beetroot juice increases blood flow, particularly to the frontal lobe, the brain region crucial for decision-making and executive functions. That means better problem-solving, improved focus, and clearer thinking, exactly what most people want as they age. The practical approach with beet juice is start small because it's potent. Begin with 2 to 4 ounces daily, gradually working up to 8 ounces as the body adjusts. Fair warning, urine and stool might turn pinkish red. That's totally normal and harmless. Many enjoy mixing beet juice with carrot, apple, and lemon to balance the earthy flavor. Results typically appear within 2 to 3 weeks, with people reporting better stamina, clearer thinking, and less visual fatigue.
Creating the ultimate brain and vision juice blend. Here's where things get really exciting. Combining these juices for maximum benefit. Rather than drinking 4 separate juices daily, creating strategic blends makes this sustainable long-term. The Morning Brain Booster blend might include 4 ounces pomegranate juice, 4 ounces blueberry juice, and 2 ounces of fresh beet juice. That's a powerful cognitive cocktail right there. For afternoon vision support, try 8 ounces fresh carrot juice with 2 ounces beet juice and a splash of lemon. The vitamin C from lemon actually enhances absorption of the fat-soluble nutrients in carrots. Plus, it makes the whole thing taste incredibly refreshing. The science behind combining these juices is solid. Research specifically examining fruit and vegetable juice consumption found that drinking juice 3 or more times per week was associated with a 76% reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. That's not a typo. 76% risk reduction from something as simple as regular juice consumption. What makes these 4 juices work so synergistically? They each target different pathways of cellular health. Pomegranate boosts blood flow and delivers powerful polyphenols. Blueberries provide anthocyanins that protect neurons directly. Carrots supply the building blocks for healthy vision. Beets enhance circulation system-wide. Together, they create comprehensive protection and restoration.
The overnight effect. What science really says. Now, about that overnight promise in the title, let's be completely honest here. Nobody's going to drink 1 glass and wake up with perfect memory and eagle eyes. However, the effects do start working faster than most people realize. Studies show that flavonoid-rich orange juice consumption produced cognitive benefits within just 2 hours post-consumption, with significant improvements at the 6-hour mark. What happens during that first night after starting these juices? The nutrients immediately begin circulating through the bloodstream. Polyphenols cross the blood-brain barrier. Nitric oxide starts dilating blood vessels. The body enters repair mode during sleep, and suddenly it has premium materials to work with instead of scraps. By morning, there's often a subtle but noticeable difference. Many people report waking more refreshed, thinking more clearly at breakfast, remembering their dreams more vividly. These aren't dramatic transformations, but they're real neurological changes happening at the cellular level. The cumulative effect is where the real magic happens. Week 1 brings better hydration and initial nutrient delivery. Week 2 sees inflammation beginning to decrease. By week 4, studies show measurable improvements in memory tests and cognitive function. By week 12, the brain and eyes have rebuilt their nutritional reserves, and people consistently report significant improvements.
Practical implementation. Making this work. Let's talk real-world application, because knowing what to drink doesn't help unless it actually happens daily. The biggest barrier most people face? Convenience. Nobody wants to spend hours juicing every morning. The solution? Batch preparation and strategic shopping. Sunday meal prep might include juicing enough carrots for the week, portioning into glass containers, and storing in the fridge. Fresh carrot juice stays nutritious for 3 to 4 days when refrigerated. Meanwhile, buying quality pomegranate and blueberry juices, checking labels carefully for 100% juice with no added sugars, provides convenient options for daily use. The investment in a decent juicer pays for itself quickly. Look for masticating juicers rather than centrifugal ones. They extract more nutrients and create juice that stays fresh longer. Start simple with just carrot juice a few times weekly, then gradually add the other components as the routine becomes natural. Budget concerns are valid, so prioritize strategically. If choosing just one juice to start, pomegranate offers the most dramatic cognitive benefits. If vision is the primary concern, carrots should be the foundation.
Many people rotate through the juices, pomegranate and blueberry on alternating days, carrot and beet on others, to spread costs while maintaining consistent nutrient intake. Timing matters too. Morning consumption on an empty stomach maximizes absorption for most of these juices. However, carrot and beet juice benefit from being consumed with a small amount of fat, maybe alongside breakfast that includes eggs, nuts, or avocado. Blueberry and pomegranate juice work beautifully as afternoon pick-me-ups, providing sustained energy without caffeine crashes.
What results to actually expect? Setting realistic expectations prevents disappointment and ensures people stick with the program long enough to see genuine results. Within the first week, energy levels typically improve and sleep quality often gets better. That's the improved circulation and reduced inflammation kicking in. Brain fog might lift slightly, though dramatic memory improvements take longer. Weeks 2 through 4 bring more noticeable changes. Recall becomes sharper, especially for recent events and conversations. Night vision often improves for those drinking carrot and beet juice regularly. Some people report colors appearing more vibrant. That's the lutein and zeaxanthin supporting macular health. The 3-month mark is when transformation becomes undeniable. Research showed that 6 months of wild blueberry consumption restored processing speed to the level of people without cognitive decline. Family members and friends start commenting that someone seems sharper, more present, more like their younger self. Long-term benefits continue accumulating beyond 6 months. The neuroprotective effects build over time, potentially delaying or preventing serious cognitive decline. For vision, the protective nutrients accumulate in eye tissues, creating lasting resilience against age-related damage.
Safety considerations and who should be careful. While these juices are incredibly beneficial for most people, some situations require caution or medical consultation first. Diabetics and pre-diabetics need to monitor blood sugar carefully since fruit juices can spike blood glucose levels despite their benefits. Working with a healthcare provider to adjust medication or consumption timing prevents problems. People on blood thinners should consult their doctor before dramatically increasing beetroot juice consumption, as nitrates can affect blood clotting. Similarly, those with kidney stones or a history of oxalate issues should moderate beetroot intake, as beets are high in oxalates. Pomegranate juice can interact with certain medications, particularly statins and some blood pressure medications. Checking with a pharmacist or doctor before starting regular pomegranate consumption prevents unwanted interactions. The same goes for grapefruit juice, which wasn't included in this list partly due to its medication interactions. Carrot and beet juice are generally safe, though excessive consumption can cause temporary skin discoloration, orange from carrots or pinkish from beets. This is harmless and reversible, but can be startling if unexpected. Moderation and gradually building up intake prevents issues.
The science behind flavonoids in brain health. Understanding why these specific juices work so well requires looking at flavonoids, the superstar compounds making everything possible. Flavonoids are naturally occurring plant compounds that act as powerful antioxidants, neutralizing reactive oxygen molecules that damage cells, including in the brain. They also fight inflammation, increasingly recognized as central to aging and disease. Different flavonoids specialize in different areas. Anthocyanins from blueberries specifically protect neurons and enhance signaling between brain cells. Punicalagins from pomegranates improve blood flow and reduce oxidative damage in brain tissue. Beta-carotene from carrots converts to vitamin A, essential for visual pigment formation and light detection. Research following tens of thousands of people over many years found that consuming at least half a serving daily of flavonoid-rich foods like orange juice, peppers, and berries lowered cognitive decline risk by up to 20%. This isn't fringe science. It's solid epidemiological data backed by mechanism research. The blood-brain barrier typically blocks most substances from entering brain tissue, protecting it from toxins. However, certain flavonoids can cross this barrier, delivering benefits directly where needed. Pomegranate juice polyphenols were shown to increase task-related cerebral blood flow, particularly during memory encoding tasks. That means these compounds literally help form new memories more effectively.
Combining lifestyle factors for maximum results. Juices alone won't overcome a terrible diet and sedentary lifestyle. They work best as part of a comprehensive approach to healthy aging. Combining daily juice consumption with regular movement, even just walking 30 minutes daily, multiplies benefits. Exercise increases circulation, helping deliver those nutrients even more effectively to brain and eye tissues. Sleep quality matters enormously for cognitive function and cellular repair. The study showing cognitive improvements from blueberry juice also noted benefits to working memory and brain activation, effects that amplify when paired with consistent quality sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours nightly in a dark, cool room. Hydration beyond juice consumption stays crucial. Plain water helps transport nutrients, flush cellular waste, and maintain optimal brain function. Many older adults are chronically dehydrated without realizing it, which impairs cognition all by itself. Aim for 8 glasses of water daily, more in hot weather or with exercise. Stress management can't be ignored either. Chronic stress floods the body with cortisol, which damages brain cells and accelerates cognitive decline. The antioxidants in these juices help combat stress-related damage, but addressing stress sources directly through meditation, social connection, or therapy creates lasting changes.
So there we have it, 4 incredible juices backed by solid science for restoring memory and vision after 60. Pomegranate for memory revival, blueberry for processing speed, carrot for vision support, and beetroot for circulation enhancement. Each one brings unique benefits, and together they create powerful protection against cognitive decline and vision loss. The best part? This isn't complicated or expensive compared to medications or supplements with questionable effectiveness. This is real food delivering real nutrients that the body recognizes and uses efficiently. Starting today, literally within hours, these compounds begin working to protect and restore brain and eye health. For everyone listening who's dealt with frustrating memory lapses or struggling vision, this could genuinely change daily life. Imagine remembering conversations clearly, reading without eye strain, thinking quickly and clearly again. That's the goal, and it's absolutely achievable through consistent nutrition. If this information resonated, smashing that like button helps other people discover these life-changing health strategies. Subscribing to Health Bloom ensures these practical, science-backed tips keep coming every week. And here's the really important part, sharing this episode with friends, family members, or anyone over 60 who could benefit. That share button might just give someone else the tool they need to reclaim their cognitive sharpness and visual clarity.
Got questions about specific juices, combinations, or how to adapt this for personal health conditions? Drop them in the comments below. The Health Bloom community is incredibly supportive and knowledgeable, and often the best insights come from shared experiences. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean accepting decline. Nature provides incredible tools for staying sharp, focused, and clear-sighted well into the golden years. These 4 juices represent some of the most powerful nutritional interventions science has identified. The only question left is,
What's stopping anyone from starting today? Until next time, this is Health Bloom reminding everyone that the best health strategy is the one actually followed consistently. Start with just one juice, build the habit, then watch as the brain and eyes respond with improved function and vitality. Here's to brilliant minds and crystal clear vision at any age.